Today we will be defending the live action SMURFS movie with two bonus defense. This is the final. This is the final video. Well, not the final video, but you know what I mean. This is the final video defending the live action SMURFS movies. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. There. After this, it's just the Angry Birds Transformers series, and Prince of Peach Only Season 7, and the finale at 2025. This, yeah. So the series of me defending other movies that I love is over. I defended the Sonic movies because I love the Sonic movies. I defended Hop, Honor. I also love the movie Hop, and the live action SMURFS movies now. So, yeah. And don't tell anybody, or do tell. I'm planning to see the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie in theaters. I'm also planning to see the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie in theaters. But yeah, I'm not gonna be making a video about it. So yeah, that's why I made the Five Nights at Freddy's series, because I was planning to watch the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Oh yeah, let's.
2011 adaptation. As a continuing on.
Wait, it's you!
My series of Sony Pictures animation reviews.
I already defended the second SMURFS movie against you.
In today's video, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm revisiting the 2011 adaptation of the SMURFS. Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into? When the evil wizard Gargamel chases the tiny blue Smurfs out of their village, they tumble from their magical world and into ours. In fact, smack dab in the middle of Central Park. Just 3 apples high and stuck in the Big Apple, the Smurfs must find a way to get back to their village before Gargamel tracks them down. The SMURFS was released in 2011. This film was directed by a filmmaker named Raja Gosnell. The same guy who gave us movies such as Home Alone 3, the live-action Scooby-Doo movies, Beverly Hills Chihuahua, Show Dogs, just name a few. He has not had the best track record of making live-action family films.
But he can let's give him a fighting chance. Let for glory.
So I do have a soft spot for the live-action Scooby-Doo movies. The SMURFS was based on the Hanna-Barbera cartoon of the same name that was popular in the 1980s. I recently was part of a podcast with Ryan Cam where we talked about the Boomerang channel and all the cartoons that were big on that Boomerang channel that play a lot of those classic cartoons from Hanna-Barbera. And the SMURFS was one of those cartoons we talked about. And I do like the SMURFS cartoon. I like the characters. I like the world. Gargamel's a fun villain. The SMURFS cartoon is really awesome. I do like that series. The SMURFS movie, on the other hand...
But not the movie, huh? You had to like the movie with the... You son of a Kelly.
And... I have no idea.
Why did you don't like the live action SMURFS movie? You son of a Kelly toy. You son of a Kelly. You're dumb as Koopa. You son of a Kelly toy. Dumb as Koopa. You fool.
What Sony and the director were thinking on this one. I hate this
You should not hate this movie.
I really...
You should not really hate nothing.
Really hate this movie.
But you should not hate this movie. You should not hate this movie, you dumbass Koopa.
So, I saw this when it came out in 2011, over 10 years ago now, and I was not intrigued to check this movie out because this movie looked bad from the trailers.
No, it's not bad. Not at all.
But my dad wanted to see Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 because he missed it opening weekend, and so we decided to see Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Son of a Harry Potter garbage. The Sonic movies are better. And also the live action SMURFS movie better than Harry Potter. Whoa! Burn! For burn! I said the live action SMURFS movies is better than Harry Potter. Whoa!
At a drive-in nearby. However, the first movie they were playing before Harry Potter was the SMURFS movie, and so I literally tortured myself watching the SMURFS
You're just a dumbass Koopa.
movie because I'm like, come on, get this garbage over with. We gotta get to Harry Potter.
You can jump out of the building, you middle finger reviewer.
Thankfully, Harry Potter played after that, and it made the night better. It was a good palate cleanser. But even 10 years ago, I was like, this movie's awful. And I had no interest in seeing it again. Why did I torture myself in revisiting this movie? Well,
You're just a fool. That's what you are, reviewer.
I wanted to cover every Sony Pictures animation film. Even though there's live action elements in this movie, it's still listed as one of the Sony animation films. I'm like, okay, I will revisit this crap for you guys, and
No, it's not crap. It's not that at all.
I don't like this movie even 10 years later.
Well, you better like this movie.
It is one of the most unpleasant things I've ever had to watch. For one, the SMURFs
You fool. You're a fool.
look hideous in this movie. Like, the visual design for the SMURFs are horrible. I think they're trying to make
No, they're not.
them look a little on the photorealistic side, and they just come off as like uncanny and unintentionally creepy. And there's so many shots
There's nothing wrong with that.
where you see close-ups of the SMURFs' faces. They go up to the camera and go, "Oh, hey, how are you guys?" Design, and we didn't know
You fool.
about the original design until seeing the actual movie. It would have been that bad. And it's pretty much that bad. The SMURFs look almost as horrifying
No, it's not that bad.
as the original Sonic design from the Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, you referenced the OG Sonic movie and the ugly Sonic. Okay. Yeah. You referenced the Sonic movies.
Movie from 2020. It's such an awful movie. And also
No, it's not an awful movie. No, it's not.
just the story's wasted opportunity pretty much. Like, you have an exciting world with the SMURFs, and yet they take the SMURFs to New York, which is just lazy writing right there.
No, it's not.
Because you got all the cliche fish out of water elements, which does not work with the SMURFs. You have lazy excuse
It does work. But not in the way you think.
to do as many SMURF puns as possible, and I kept rolling my eyes throughout the entire movie where they just say the word SMURF for everything. Like, it's Smurfalicious, and I'm Smurfamistic today. And they even get around curse words and use Smurf as curse words. Like, what the Smurf are you doing? Smurf you Smurfity Smurf, Smurf, Smurf.
Smurf, exactly. Stop saying Smurf for everything. Smurfity Smurf, Smurf, Smurf.
There's no call for that kind of language, laddie.
And I'm like, this is absolutely cringe. You know how in Wes Anderson's Fantastic Mr. Fox they had that running gag where they would say the word cuss every time they get around swearing in the movie, and that was a funny running gag. Well, picture that in the Smurfs, but they overdo it so much to where it becomes an annoying punchline.
No, not to me. Not annoying. Well, I haven't find it annoying.
And it is a terrible movie. The voice
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not terrible. You're a terrible reviewer.
cast is, there's good voice actors, yes, and you got good talents in this movie. You got like Jonathan Winters as Papa Smurf, the late Anton Yelchin as Clumsy Smurf. You got the good talents in this movie, but they are badly wasted. Like, I had to look up the voice cast, and I'm like, wow, I feel bad for some of these actors. Like George.
You don't have to feel bad. They're doing great. They're doing good.
Lopez has a voice role as one of the Smurfs. Jeff Foxworthy plays one of the Smurfs, but he's hardly in the movie, and I didn't even know he was part of the movie. So, wow, this movie's terrible. You got Katy Perry as Smurf.
No, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. No, it's not.
Fit, and that was like the biggest distraction casting of the whole movie. Like, that was not a good idea to get somebody.
Yeah, it was a good idea. Yeah, it was a good idea. And the movie is not terrible.
That big at the time to voice a character like Smurfette, and she sticks out like a sore thumb in this movie. I'm gonna say that. And we have this cringy line that Smurfette says.
I kissed a Smurf and I liked it.
Get it?
I kissed girl, I liked it.
Yeah, this movie is so awful. I will say,
It's not awful. It's not awful. No, it's not awful at all. It's actually a very good movie.
one tiny positive I have with this movie is I like the casting of Hank Azaria as Gargamel. Like, he always delivers in what he does, and I'll give him credit for trying. You can tell he's having fun with his character. But the lazy writing, the script, and what they do to this character does not do the actor any justice. Because it's all fish out of water elements. Like, he thinks a toilet is a secret lab where he can experiment and do potions on, a porta potty. And he even pees in a coffee pot at one point. It's that lazy bottom of the barrel humor, and I don't find any of this movie funny. There's no joke in this movie that makes me laugh one bit whatsoever. It is an absolute cringe riot.
The Murph always, at least the live action Murph movies, they always been cringy, but I don't mind. But I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
That really feels like cinematic torture.
No, it's not cinematic torture. No, it's not what you said. No, it's not. Not at all.
There's so many lame tie-ins in this movie as well. Like the worst example is when the Smurfs are playing Guitar Hero at one point. I hated that scene.
Well, you have to love the scene. Well, you're the one in the wrong. You're the one in the wrong, reviewer.
That was easily the worst scene, even
No, it wasn't. I don't think so.
10 years ago, and I despise the scene now. Like,
Well, you're sick in the head.
why is this even in the movie? Why are the Smurfs doing that creepy camera shots doing Run DMC's Walk This Way? Why did somebody at Sony thought this was a good idea? It's terrible.
Why not? And it's not terrible. No, it's not terrible.
It's cringe.
I don't mind the cringe.
It does not represent the Smurfs, and it's
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
cinema massacre right there. It's
No, it's not. No, it's not.
massacres the Smurfs. Look how they massacre.
No, they doesn't. It doesn't do that to the Murph. At least not to me. Doesn't, not at all.
By Smurfs.
No, they didn't. They didn't massacre they didn't massacre the Murph. You just like a brain cell.
This is terrible.
It's not terrible. No, it's not terrible.
I'm losing my mind talking about this stinking Smurfing movie. Oh, gosh, I'm using those Smurf curse word puns now. Oh, I hate you Smurfing Smurfs.
Nah, you should not hate them. You should not hate them. Not at all. You're insane.
And yeah, there's other celebrity appearances in the movie as well. You got Neil Patrick Harris, you got Jamma Mays, and you got in this movie and him in the Smurfs movie. We should have stayed in the Smurf world the whole time.
No, we should have gone to the real world. We should have gone to the real world and see all of the advertisements and see all of the advertising and how good it is and the Burger King and the McDonald's.
It's utterly embarrassing
No, it's not.
what Sony was thinking with this movie, and it does not represent the Smurfs one bit.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does represent the Murph. Yes, it does. A lot, actually. Represents it a lot.
It's just, hey, let's just make a big promo for all our products and just
Good idea. Let's make a giant promotion.
shoehorn the Smurfs in there. That is pretty much the Smurfs in a nutshell. And this movie's garbage. This and the Emoji Movie.
It's not garbage. It's not the garbage. It's not the garbage. It's very good. It's not. No. It's not the garbage. No, it's not the garbage. Not at all. It's very good.
Are probably the two worst Sony animation movies. I think the Smurfs might be worse than the Emoji Movie. I have
No. No, it isn't. No, it's not.
to rewatch the Emoji Movie to determine that again, but at least the Emoji Movie, the as bland looking as that movie is, but the animation in the Smurfs is garbage, and that's
It's not garbage. No, it's not garbage. It's not garbage. No, it's not.
one of the main reasons why it might be worse. Also, it botched the world building and the Smurfs and why the Smurfs was a good cartoon.
No, it didn't. No, it did not.
And it just sacrifices all the good things in the cartoon
No, it doesn't.
and just do this lame fish out of water New
It's not lame.
York comedy. I hate this movie, you guys.
You should not hate this movie. You're the one in the wrong. You're the one in the wrong, reviewer. You should not hate the live action Murph movies.
One of the worst movies of all time.
No, it's not. It's not one of the worst movies of all time. It's one of the best movies of all time. It's very good.
Easily one of the worst things
No, it's not.
Sony's done as a company.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not the worst thing Sony has ever done as a company. No, it's not.
Even animation or live
No, it isn't. You're just a dumbass Koopa without a brain cell.
action. I don't like this movie. I don't want to talk.
I like this movie. I like this movie. And you are a son of a Kelly. I like this movie very much.
About it anymore. Half a star out of 5, and on the 100 points.
I give it 9 stars out of 10. Or nah. Yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10. Just to fight you, reviewer. because, yeah.
Scale, it's getting a 2 out of 100. It only earns 2
It doesn't.
points because Hank Azaria is trying at least, but the movie doesn't do him any favors. This movie is awful.
It's not awful. No, it's not.
So that wraps up my review of the out my Sony Pictures animation playlist.
You should jump out of the building, commit the suicide, reviewer. You should jump out of the building and commit the hokey pokey, middle finger reviewer. You don't deserve to live after talking trash about the live action Smurf movie. You're wrong. You're wrong, reviewer. You're very, very wrong.
It sounds like I'm reviewing all the bad films so far from Sony, so there's definitely some good stuff from Sony Animation.
Goodbye, jerk. Goodbye, jerk reviewer. Now we're in the final. Now we're in our final two.
From Montreal with love. Do I know you? Wait a minute. You got the hat, you got the thing, the coat, and the... No.
It's you! The animation fanboy. The animation fanboy guy.
Two screenings of The Return of Jafar and a Not Job later.
Alright, so what you're telling me, this is your definition of torture. You're gonna have me watch movies that I've seen already, that I didn't like, and just do that over and over again?
Well, I thought it was a good idea, you know?
I don't know, I was expecting to lose some fingernails, I was expecting to be bleeding a little bit. This is just mild discomfort.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, when I was doing the whole setup, I thought it was a great idea, you know? I thought this was something you went through, and I thought, like, you know, get a
That
crazy...
wasn't torture. Granted, I went to some extremes, having rigged up your house with alarms. There's a link to that video, by the way. But at the end of the day, at least I wanted you to see something there that wasn't there before.
Alright, dude, wait a minute. Number one, yeah, cute little Beauty and the Beast reference there, but it's not gonna work. Because number two, do you expect me to find a new appreciation if you're gonna show me 50 times over and over again, check me out, I'm a freaking homie? I mean, what do you expect? I'm going to experience something new and, like, something to appreciate. Then suddenly Dracula's on the side? I mean, what the fudge, man?
Okay. Granted, I got the good looks. I'm more evil. And that evil goes by the name of Raj Gosnell.
It looks like some kind of
movies, but even I can acknowledge these movies are their biggest blunders. If there were any film both me and the biggest SPA critic can agree on, it has to be this. I know there are plenty of people who have a strong attachment to these characters. However, my personal exposure comes from the Hanna-Barbera animated series.
The qualities that worked about that show include the timeless feel and simple design in contrast to their larger-than-life shenanigans. In some ways, the movie's plot is similar to an episode of the series if it were stretched to an hour and a half. Throw in plenty of dated pop culture references and uninspired slapstick, and that gives you today's movie.
Instead of keeping the film to one setting, the movie tries to explain that the Smurfs come from another dimension. A dimension out of sight and sound. A journey into... Oh, sorry. The movie made me temporarily think of a better, more superior franchise. Anyways, the Smurfs leave their dimension after a freak encounter with a vortex causes them to land in the cliche of all live-action cartoon movie cliches, New York City, where they meet up with Fat Albert, He-Man, and Giselle from Enchanted. What?
The Smurf didn't. No, they didn't. Live action Smurf movie didn't. You know.
Wondering how many times we're going to repeat this goddamn plot. Why do most filmmakers think this is the most reasonable plot to copy and paste into their live-action adaptations? Especially when you realize there's no reason for them to have a story that takes place in a real world. There are two distinctions about this world. One is that they rip off Fat Albert and have the Smurfs exist as fictional characters in our world. Some fans can find some comfort when they reference Peyo and the original comic strip, but like I said, all I'm thinking about is how they're lifting the same setup from another subpar live-action adaptation. The other thing about this world is the absence of magic, except most people in this realm would feel comfortable when actual magic is produced. Heck, the Smurfs know what pizza is. Seriously?
Well, technically, Joey, pizza is a strictly medieval dish dating back to the Middle Ages and...
Dude, you're embarrassing yourself.
No, it's not.
Okay, jeez. This movie suffers from a terribly written and cliched plot. Neil Patrick Harris
No, it doesn't.
plays an advertising agent who serves as the surrogate human to the Smurfs to help them go back home, while occasionally cracking cringeworthy one-liners.
Whoa, just what is this magic searching device?
Right now I'm using Google.
His side of the story is completely uninteresting, pointless, vapid, and most importantly, dumb.
Oh, no.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Oh, don't forget about the stars of the show. The title characters who like the Transformers are treated less like characters and more like an afterthought to the humans.
Oh, yeah, right. The Smurfs are so generically written that you know what's going to happen throughout the entire movie the moment they introduce Papa Smurf and Clumsy Smurf. I swear, as soon as you realize how Clumsy is going to screw things up, you know it's the type of story where he has to prove himself, eventually feel betrayed when his friends see a slight issue, and then finally save the day, all while staying true to himself. Because it's been done in every other animated film like Turbo, A Bug's Life, Sword in the Stone, Robots, and so much more.
Much like the TV series, the movie takes its focus on a few Smurfs versus the full crew. But even then, it doesn't make sense who they choose for their adventure. I guess if you want to have your designated cliches when it comes to a group of friends going on an adventure, you have to have each character fit their role. So you have Papa Smurf the leader, the eventual hero Smurf with a story arc Clumsy, the smart Smurf Brainy, the girl Smurf Smurfette, the angry Smurf Grouchy, who's voiced by George Lopez for some reason.
I hate announcements. I hate you know what.
I'm just tired of the whole dating game. Just say who you are and be who you say, right?
And then you have a Scottish Smurf? Wouldn't it have made more sense to have a Smurf that's more well known instead of one whose definable characteristic is...
Wait. So, wait a minute. Scottish Smurf wasn't in the show? Or was he in the show? I don't know. I never watched the show, but... yeah, I never watched the show, but... is Scottish Smurf just from the movie or he's in the show? That's an interesting question.
Is that he's an ethnic stereotype? I know, I'm going far back on this run, but how come they didn't have someone like Jokey Smurf? Yeah, he was very well known, people knew him with his trick packages, and he could have fit the goofball archetype that could have made him for better contrast with the group. It just seems like a waste to have Jokey appear for a scene, voiced by Paul Rubens of all people, and then have him leave. I mean, let's just move on to Gargamel, shall we?
You know, this might sound crazy, but I actually like Gargamel in this. Yes, Hank Azaria is the best thing in this movie, and, you know, honestly, he does make me laugh. Well, that is compared to all the other unfunny garbage that happens there. I mean, with all the crap that I have to go through with this movie, Gargamel is like a freaking godsend.
Gargamel is probably one of the more bearable things about the movie, however, even that doesn't go too far. While it gives plenty of material for Hank Azaria to ham up, it doesn't help when most of his material comes from getting pushed, shoved, or hit by something large.
very least, if the story or characters aren't developed, maybe the character art, set design, and other visual aesthetics would make things up for it.
Nope, not really.
I will admit that the Smurf designs aren't too bad. They managed to keep the same proportions even throughout. But, yeah, you stare at them long enough and you might actually develop a tumor.
For a long time with live-action adaptations that feature cartoonier characters in contrast to people, they co-opt for a CG puppet. However, they often take the organic, simple designs and give them realistic textures that, at least for me, never work. Other than the latex-like skin, it's gotta be the eyes. Oh, those eyes are the stuff of nightmares. There's a scene where Gargamel plays with marionette versions of the Smurfs that manage to look more lifelike than the actual characters. That says a lot, doesn't it?
But if I had to settle with the worst aspect of this film, it has to be the shameless advertising.
No, it's not. It's not the worst. It's not the worst thing of this movie. It's the best thing of this movie. The advertising. The advertising. Wait. The advertising is very good.
Especially when they get into FAO shorts. The moment you see the Smurfs doing their stupid shenanigans, all while interacting with the products in that store, that is when you discover where the movie's money came from. I had never cringed so hard when they did that Guitar Hero rap scene. The only time when I felt that much rage and hatred in a Sony movie was with Cloudy 2.
You shouldn't feel the hate. You shouldn't hate. You should love.
I guess it doesn't really help when one of your main characters works for an advertising campaign for cosmetics. It's funny how most of Neil Patrick Harris's dialogue seems to mock the fact that he's trying to blatantly sell a product.
Couple quick tips. If you could not stand directly in front of the display, but over to the sides, be a bit more visible. Hey, look, product.
Wait, the backup ads we have did fine in focus groups. I could retool those. I have to work around the clock.
Also, don't forget to smile. Remember, you're working for a cosmetics company.
Tomorrow this will be on every billboard in New York City.
I mean, when you really get down to it, the Smurfs, they're...
Oh, the merchandise of the first movie. Oh, wait. I thought they didn't make a grocery push. Oh, they did, but for the first movie. I thought it was only the... I thought they didn't make... I thought they didn't make a grocery push. I only thought it was the Crunchy and the Brainy and the Murfette and the others. I thought they didn't make a grocery push. I thought they made a push about the others, but not the angry one. And I guess they did make one, but not for the second movie. I guess they did make a grocery push, but for the first movie. That's an interesting choice.
a product that Sony is trying to show some cash out. So anytime there's a product being shamelessly plugged, you know it's coming from a place of corporate greed.
I love corporate. I love corporate.
So, overall, there are some small things that are enjoyable, but this movie is still overall really bad, really
No, it's not. It's not bad. It's a very good movie. It's a very good movie. It's not a bad movie, not at all.
shameless and really unpleasant. Or, as I would put it, your typical Sony Pictures animation movie.
This is corporate movie making at its finest. It's what happens when a studio owns a
I love corporate. I love corporate.
beloved franchise and takes anybody who can put pieces of film together, have them make a disposable product knowing you'll still make money with its familiarity to moviegoers.
In the words of my cohort, this is going to be a movie you should forget about it.
No, you should not forget about it. You should remember it. You should not forget about it. You should remember.
As for me, I'm gonna have to give it my own seal of garbage.
You know what? I say
final. We have arrived to the end, to the final. What are you waiting for? Someone save me. Oh. Da-na-na-da-na-da-na. The final battle. Oh, oh. Da-na-na-da-na-da-na. The final battle. Defend the live action movie in the light. Oh, defend the live action SMURFS movie. No time. The final body. Oh, let's finish this once and for all. Stop crying, jerk.
The SMURFS. This movie is directed by Raja Gosnell. Check out the filmography for this guy. He directed Home Alone 3, Never Been Kissed, Big Mama's House, Scooby-Doo 1 and 2, Yours, Mine, and Ours, and Beverly Hills, Chihuahua. Now he directed The SMURFS. The SMURFS is a big film adaptation of the original cartoon where these little blue things live in their own little world and they're running from this wizard, Gargamel, or whatever his name is, played by Hank Azaria, and they get somehow zapped into New York City, of course, by some portal, and they have a big adventure in New York City and meet Neil Patrick Harris and his expecting wife, and they have a wonderful, life-changing experience. I honestly have no idea how to start saying this. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
No, it's not. It's one of the best movies you've ever seen. It's one of the best. It's one of the best movies
in my life. I went to this movie thinking it's probably not going to be the best movie, and I mean,
it's gonna be the best movie.
It blew me away. It literally blew me away at how bad this movie is. It is so.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
So bad. I mean,
it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's terrible. It's
not terrible. It's not terrible.
I can't even. I have no words to describe how bad this movie is. And everyone's gonna ask, is it worse than Dragon Ball Evolution? Is it worse than the last? No stars whatsoever. I don't know. Worse than Dragon Ball Evolution? Is it worse than the Last Airbender? Yes, it's worse than the Last Airbender.
No, it's not. No, it isn't.
Oh yeah, it's worse than the Last Airbender. Dragon Ball Evolution is my least favorite movie of all time. It's one of the only movies I ever gave 0 stars. I gave it no stars whatsoever. I don't know if it's that bad, but man, it's bad. One of the things that really started to get on my nerves to the point.
No, it's not bad. It's good.
At the very beginning, the first time it happened, I went, oh my gosh, that's so stupid. But then they kept doing it over and over again. They use the word Smurf for everything. They say, well, that's a Smurfin' good shirt you got on. That's a Smurfin' outfit. You Smurfin' ruined that Smurf for us. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It's throughout the entire movie. Neil Patrick Harris is a talented actor. Hank is just trying to appeal to some form of demographic. And that's the other problem. This movie that the kids are 100% not going to care about.
I don't care about the children.
And then the child, it has no demographic. It just completely mixes up the entire what it's supposed to be. I mean, it's all over the place. There's not one age group that is going to 100% like this movie.
Well, they could like this movie. I don't know.
It's just so. I don't understand. Why did this movie get made? The single pop.
Money. They get made because of the money. You don't understand? They want cash.
Possible huge product of today in that shot. It is atrociously obvious. This film is 100% a cash grab, and I don't even understand it because
I I love. Oh, sorry.
The movie is so bad, it's not gonna make any money at all.
It's very. Yes. It's very good. Very good. And you were wrong! It is gonna make money.
Oh, it's opening with Crazy Stupid Love and Cowboys and Aliens.
You were wrong! There's a sequel! You were wrong! Because there's a sequel! You were wrong! Yeah, you were wrong. There's a sequel.
Two great movies that I really enjoyed, and they're just gonna crush it. Another thing that is so dumb is this.
No, they're not. They're gonna get a lot of the live action Murph movie gonna make a lot of money. And they're gonna make the second live action Murph movie.
Smurfs apparently have no idea what the human world is. Never been there. This random portal that was created, and move on to what I was about to say. They've never been to the human world, and yet they know all of these human things. They know all these jokes that humans make, and human terminology, and all these things that apparently they've never known about. They stumble upon some book library where they find a comic book with the Smurf animation, but apparently the Smurf cartoon doesn't exist in this world because they Googled Smurfs, and they never found anything about the cartoons. But they found a cartoon book with them. Somehow the cartoon book tells them how to get back, some magical spell. I mean, I was sitting there in this. It's so freaking bad.
It's so good. It is so good. It's very, very good.
This movie is just. I hate it.
You should not hate it. You should not hate it.
I was sitting there begging for it to end, and I stayed until the end, and then I just ran out of that theater like my butt was on fire. I mean. Oh my gosh, this movie's terrible. I literally did not laugh once during.
It's not terrible. And not terrible.
This movie. I mean, there is nothing. They keep singing that sinking La 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 song over and over again. The funny thing to me is that the first time that a character does it, they go, wow, that's pretty annoying. You should probably stop doing that. It's pretty annoying. They're like, no, it's great. And they keep doing it over and over again. The film itself acknowledged how annoying it is. It's like they took The Last Airbender, Dragon Ball Evolution, burn every copy of. There is literally nothing. Please, go.
No, you're nothing. This ends right here. You're nothing, reviewer. This ends right here. Right now.
See Cowboys and Aliens or Crazy Stupid Love. They're two great fun movies.
Nah, but the one that ended up winning was the live action SMURFS movie! It's over. It's over. The live action SMURFS movie, the one that ended up winning. It's over. We did it. We defend the live action SMURFS movies. We finished with all of the evil reviewers. We finished them off once and for all. We won. We defeated all of the evil reviewers, or the majority. We defeated all of the majority of the evil reviewers.
That are considerably better than this piece of absolute dog crap. This
It's not garbage. No, it's not.
SMURFS is honestly one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire
It's one of the best movies we ever seen.
life. By far the worst movie of the year. I hated literally
The best movie of the year. The best movie of the year.
everything about it. The movie is
I love everything about it.
an absolute atrocity
No, it's not.
that should not exist.
It should. Yes, it should exist. It's very real. Yeah. So the live action SMURFS movies are very good. They're a good thing, and yes, they're real. They're very real, and that's very good. It's over. We defeated all of the reviewers. We won. We won. Oh, I can finally rest. I can finally rest in peace. Goodbye, everybody. See you next. See you in the Transformers series. See you in Transformers Angry Birds Transformers Season 2. Goodbye, everybody. See you in Angry Birds Transformers Season 2.